much money and chasing your dreams. DJ B turn the place, everything. Marriage and relationships are not about rings. Trying to raise a family is so insane. He tries to keep politics off the brain. But sending in the questions, he might just scream. Business and entrepreneurship is his thing.
There is society and there is reality.
That's my dad. That's my dad.
Welcome. I am BBT, and you can ask me anything. How y'all doing today? Happy Sunday. Happy beginning of the week. I hope you got your goals, you got your plans all lined up. You're going to crush it this week. I got a pretty big week. Got a lot going on. I got a lot going on today. We had a great time at the Halloween party on last night. Slept a lot later than expected. So I'm running a little bit behind. Once I get up off here, I need to go and work out with my son. And then I want to go and watch a little bit of football. The Washington Commanders are playing. I'm from DC, so that's still my team. And then the Wizards are playing. So I'm going to catch a twofer a little bit later. So I don't have much time. I wanted to jump right into the show. I wanted to first go over some tweets. So let's start with tweet one. Tweet one says, this is from Tony the Dome. I don't know what the handle is, but it says, I respect Floyd Mayweather. He bet on himself and paid to get out of his contract and became the richest boxer ever. He changed the sport and showed guys what ownership looked like. He invested in other ventures and takes care of his family and friends. This is the American dream. Hand clap to that. Hey, I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan. A lot of people get caught up in the bravado, the cars, the flash. They get caught up in money made. But I'm more focused on the business and the fact that, as this tweet stated, he took a bet on himself. He went against the norm, and now he owns his stuff. And now I think he's doing things like he's franchising his gyms. Obviously, he has his Mayweather Promotions. So big hand clap to Floyd. I agree. We need to give the people their flowers while they're here. The man left boxing, not on top, meaning he didn't get punch drunk and leave, too late. He got out right on time. And so I definitely praise Floyd, not just for his 50-0 record or 51-0 record. I praise him for the business side that he has seemed to achieve. So next tweet. It says, I own 40 properties. This is Grant Cardone. I own 40 properties that we've been equipping with Peloton bikes. I will not buy another one of your bikes since you guys have decided to cancel artist Kanye West. One Peloton. So kudos to you, Grant. I think that more of us need to say, hey, listen, if you guys are so quick to cancel someone over comments, over their opinion, we're going to be quick to cancel you. So I'm not a Peloton guy. I know a lot of people use it, but we need to really, really evaluate the business dealings that we have if they're so quick to cancel and debank like Chase. Then I think that we have to start taking strong stances as well. So next tweet. The Nets and Lakers are a combined 1-for-10 this season so far. Can they turn it around? So this is once again, I don't cover a lot of sports, but I've always been a big fan of LeBron James, and Durant is actually from my hometown, so I've always been a fan of his. It's just interesting. Both of them still pretty much play at a high level, but their teams are not doing well. So it's just interesting to see, is it a changing of the guard? Are they done? Or is it just one of them things where they're starting off slow and they'll pick it up? As far as the Lakers, I've seen like a couple games, and they're just too old, too slow. I mean, they have the talent, but they can't keep up with the teams that they're playing against. And then I haven't seen much of the Nets. I look at the box scores, and I don't know. I'm trying to see if Ben Simmons is doing anything, but from the stats, he's not doing nothing. So hopefully I could catch a next Nets game soon, and I can get my full take on that. Yeah, I think that's it for the tweets. I think that's it for the tweets. Yes, once again, this is Hey BBT. You can ask me anything. I cover everything. Real life, mainly focusing on empowering the individual, the truth, honest conversations. That's me. My platform body, the application that I'm building is about real conversations in places. And I hope to be talking more about that soon as we're about to release the beta. So anyway, let me play this clip and then I'll add my 2 cents on this about Kyrie Irving.
I went on to Amazon Prime. I was like, you know what? Let me see if there are any documentaries on Yahweh. So went in the search bar, typed in Yahweh. That came up. Went out and shared it on my platform. That was my night. In terms of the backlash or what people call it, we're in 2022. History is not supposed to be hidden from anybody. And I'm not a divisive person when it comes to religion. I embrace all walks of life. You see it on all my platforms. I talk to all races, all cultures, all religions. And my response would be, it's not about educating yourself on what Semitism is and what anti-Semitism is. It's really about learning the root words of where these come from and understanding that this is an African heritage that is also belonging to the people. Africa is in it, whether we want to dismiss it or not. So the claims of anti-Semitism and who are the original chosen people of God, and we go into these religious conversations and it's a big no-no. I don't live my way like that. I don't live my life that way. Excuse me. I grew up in a melting pot, and I say a melting pot of all races: white, black, red, yellow, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and you can see the way I live my life now. I'm not here to be divisive, so they could push their agenda. I don't want to say they, because I'm not identifying any one group or race of people, but I'm in a unique position to have a level of influence on my community. And what I post does not mean that I support everything that's being said or everything that's being done, or I'm campaigning for anything. All I do is post things for my people in my community and those that it's actually going to impact. Anybody else that has criticism, it obviously wasn't meant for them.
Hopefully I'm understanding what you said, and I want to make sure I get it right because I don't want to misquote any part of it.
I don't expect understanding from a media conglomerate group that sincerely talks about the game of basketball, and then we bring up religion as if it's correlative at times when it's convenient for people to bring it up. So please just be direct with your question so we can move on from this and I could talk about the game and go home to my son, Elohim, and my wife, Marlene, okay?
I might have taken that this was what you shared was not something that you've even watched. This was, you did watch it, or either watch it or read it.
I had a lot of time last year to read a lot. Read a whole bunch. Good and bad about the truth of our world.
So then do you, I guess, understand or not understand those that might imply that that work had anti-Semitic leanings in it? I only ask this because the tweet is still up there, so we're
in 2022. It's on Amazon, a public platform. Whether you want to go watch it or not is up to you. There's things being posted every day. I'm no different than the next human being, so don't treat me any different. You guys come in here and make up this powerful influence I have over top of the adultery of, oh, you cannot post that. Why not? Why not? I don't hear uproar on that. I'm not here to be divisive on what's going on this or that. I'm not comparing Jews to blacks. I'm not comparing white to black. I'm not doing that. That conversation is dismissive, and it constantly revolves around the rhetoric of who are the chosen people of God. And I'm not here to argue over a person or a culture or religion on what they believe. No, this is what is here. It's on a public platform. Did I do anything illegal? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did I do anything illegal? Did I hurt anybody? Did I harm anybody? Am I going out and saying that I hate one specific group of people? So out of all the judgment that people got from me posting, I just, without talking to me, and then I respect what Joe said, but there has a lot to do with the not ego or pride of how proud I am to be an African heritage, but also to be living as a free black man here in America, knowing the historical complexities for me to get here. So I'm not going to stand down on anything that I believe in. I'm only going to get stronger because I'm not alone. I have a whole army around me.
Kyrie, while we're on the topic of promotion, why did you decide to promote something that Alex Jones said
That was a few weeks ago. I do not stand with Alex Jones' position, narrative, court case that he had with Sandy Hook, or any of the kids that felt like they had to relive trauma, or parents that had to relive trauma, or to be dismissive to all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults, and it's true. So I wasn't identifying with anything of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I was just there to post. And it's funny, and it's actually hilarious, because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to see. It just goes back to the way our world is and works. I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist.
And to follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book,
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it? Do you see me me in front of
putting it out there,
the
people
title?
are going to say that you are
Yeah, I put it out there just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's not
You put
stuff,
things out there for a living, right?
right? But my
Great.
stuff is
Great.
not
So let's move on.
filled
Let's
with
move on.
anti-Semitic
Let's
stuff.
move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
another
You're
human
free to
being.
post
I can post whatever I want. So
can post
say that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that by
I don't have to understand anything from you.
But it's
Nothing.
not me.
Nothing.
By
It's no
posting
people
what
that you're
you
making up,
did.
bro. Move on.
But by posting
Move
what
on.
you
Next
did,
question. Next
anybody
question. Do
is
you
going
guys
to
have
look
any more
at
questions
it
for
and they're
me?
going to say,
You guys have any more
does he have
questions? Because this is going to be a
anti-Semitic
clip.
beliefs?
This is going to be a clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions?
but you're not answering the question.
Oh, this is another answering your question. Oh my God, let's make another Instagram clip so we could be famous again. Next question.
Kyrie basketball.
So there you have it. That was Kyrie responding to a reporter. What I really appreciate about, first of all, let's give it up to Kyrie. Yeah, let's give it up to Kyrie. Like I really like how he speaks. I like the fact that this guy is taking the time to learn his future. I mean, I'm sorry, learn his future, to learn his past and then educate based on the platform that he has, the reach that he has. Now, if I had to give you one thing about me that I'm not the best at, I don't know a lot about my history when it comes to the points that he was talking about. I'm actually going to watch this movie with my family, with my 11-year-old, my 9-year-old, and my wife, because it's definitely something that I was not educated on coming up. And it's something that I want my kids to at least understand as they grow up and they get older and they teach their future families and things like that. So definitely, I appreciate Kyrie. He's standing his ground. He's not going to be silenced just because he's a pro basketball player. And I have to applaud him for that. Definitely have to applaud him for that. So, and really quick before I wrap up, I wanted to talk a little bit about, where's Kwame Brown? So I'm actually on YouTube because of Kwame. When he came on the scenes, I started watching him. Now, before that, I only used YouTube to kind of figure out how to do things, how to fix things, how to work on certain things. I never was really following any influencers or anything like that. And then when this guy spoke, it resonated so much because of the fact that I believe he's so honest. He's about exposing the go along, get along game, telling the truth. And that really resonates with me because it's things that I've done quietly, things that I've tried to share and do on social media, but obviously a lot of things falls on deaf ears if you don't have the voice to be able to put it out there. So once I saw him, I said, hey, listen, if a person could be bold enough to speak out about these issues, let me get back on YouTube and let me actually make an effort to try to grow a channel to have my voice heard, to try to continue to, piggyback and expose a lot of the crap that goes on and tell the truth. So, but I noticed he hasn't been on for a while, and from what I've seen, he's been flagged. And the crazy thing about his uh, from what I saw, in my opinion, when he came onto the scene, I was like, dang, man, this guy could possibly be the Black Joe Rogan. And obviously, I'm not saying he's Joe Rogan. I'm saying he could have the reach of a Joe Rogan, how he was talking, how much impact he was making. And then all of a sudden, his channel stopped growing. And then he had a whole sector of YouTube just kind of attacking him and going at him. He's going back and forth with them. So now it's kind of like it's been neutralized somewhat. And it's just interesting, like, why can't we get behind each other and push us to the top to the point where I have so much reach that I can pull other people up and we can share the right information and support one another and just build. But instead, it's like the moment we start to have some success, it's attack. And so anyway, I hope the brother's back. At one point, he was the only person I listened to on YouTube, and right now he hasn't been on. I've been kind of trying to dig around to find people, it has given me the opportunity to listen to more audiobooks because usually I'm either listening to music, I'm listening to him, and now or I'm listening to audiobooks. And I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks lately, but hopefully he comes back soon and we can get some of the comedy that he presents, some of the truth, some of the insight that he provides. So definitely looking for that brother to come back. So anyway, I think that's it. I'm about to go and work out with my son. We're gonna work a little bit of basketball, a little bit of football, just talk. I love these moments with my son. He's getting older, and I get the opportunity to be real with him. I didn't have that growing up, and I can honestly say, probably over the past year, I've learned a lot as a dad in terms of being honest and truthful with my son, and really understanding that if I don't do it, the world is going to do it, and the world is not going to be so kind and loving like his dad. So anyway, we're gonna go work out, and then I'm gonna go try to catch a little bit of football and some basketball. So y'all have a happy Sunday. Please start to say your affirmations, write down what you want to achieve, and then nail it. Because if you see it and you speak it to existence, it's gonna happen. I'm out.